take 'em for a ride, gonna get some fun. Hooptie Joyride, burning rubber on the street. Windows down, feel the wind beneath our feet. Singing loud with the radio up high. Hooptie Joyride with Brian and Steve, alright.
All right, looks like we're live. What's up, Hooptie Nation? Here we are, back again.
With Hooptie Dreamer.
Hooptie Collector, what's happening?
All is well. All is well.
Yeah, you've been doing your homework and scouring the interwebs for some cool finds for us?
Yes, I have. And we got a couple good gems this week.
You usually do. If what you send me throughout the week is any indication, I'm sure I will be surprised.
Well, let's see. The first one I think will really shock you since we've talked about it for many years.
I could probably guess, but I'll wait and hold myself in suspense on that one. Nice. Well, that's us. We're the Hooptie Collector, Hooptie Dreamer. We put together Hooptie Joyride for the love of junk. Why don't we jump in?
Let's do it.
All right, I'll pull it up here. You tell me what we're looking at.
Okay. So Brian, our Hooptie Dreamer, here we have a 1988 Yugo GV. This gem is brought to you compliments of a seller in the Philadelphia region. We've known each other for 40 years, and
yes, we met when we were 2.
Yes, and for many of these years, ever since they stopped selling these Yugos in America, I've always talked about it, adding one to my little collection because it's from a country of Yugoslavia, which technically is not on the map anymore. So here we have quite the gem. And these things were $39.95, brand new, out the door when they were new. And this lucky one.
By the way, that's $3,995, but should have been $39.95.
That is true. And that was when you could probably get a Camry or a Corolla for 8 or 9 back then, back in the late 80s. Little known fact about these Yugos, though, they did make a convertible. I believe there was less than 100 ever built. Pretty rare collectible vehicle nowadays, if you want to call it Yugo a collectible vehicle. Anyway, this one's, as you see, needs some work. It does not run. The seller doesn't know anything about the drivetrain. There is no title. It comes with plenty of rust, as you can see.
I like the two-tone paint scheme going on.
Yes. Primer and white does well. I do like how he feels that he can just chain it to the front jack on the trailer. I guess that'll hold it on when he's in transport.
Yeah. Well, listen, considering that safety is probably a second, third, or maybe distant 5th consideration, he is towing it on a plain utility trailer, not a car trailer.
He is. I'm wondering if there's a way we can get the jack thrown in as part of the deal. Because I have a feeling you spend a lot of time under this vehicle.
Yeah, for sure. By the way, I don't think you said, if I missed it, how much for this particular gem?
Oh, this particular gem is $800 at this moment in time.
Well, that's it's a bargain.
So still bringing 20% of its original cost after all these years.
How about that?
Yes. Still got the Yugo emblem on the back trunk lid there. I guess those little pieces of 2x4 are going to keep it from falling off the back and moving.
I like the liberal use of the jack stand as well.
Yeah.
It's a good indicator that it's very well balanced on the platform.
That is correct. It's a great way to haul your propane. in your passenger seat. Um, yeah,
I do see one luxury touch here though for the time period. And what'd you say? It's an '88. You know,
1988. Yep.
I'm pretty sure most cars still came with a vinyl seat. So here you got a nice cloth interior. That's a nice upgrade.
Yes, you got that. You got the hand cranks for the windows, it looks like on the left. Yeah, this one goes up there as one of my gems.
I'm thinking if you bring this home, however, you better try and plan to live in it. Hence the propane. You could keep yourself warm in the winter.
Yeah, I don't think it would go over well here at the household if I brought this one home.
Although I do see something else. It does appear to have some new parts.
Yes, it
Something
does.
in plastic. Looks like a price tag, perhaps, or a label.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
and that door looks like it has the letter G rusty into it for some reason. I don't quite
That's
understand.
because you'd be G money when you bring this one home.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be G honey. I'd be G money. Okay.
You'd be G going out the door.
Yeah, G be gone.
Nice, nice. All
I
right.
always
Well,
think they had those little hood scoops built in from the factory, I believe, back in the day.
I think that's your air conditioning, my friend.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's
I
see
got to
here.
admit, this is not a bad ride. I mean, yes, some rust, some paint, whatever. It's 3 cylinders, so you could easily get a lawnmower motor to put back in it. So
Yeah,
wouldn't necessarily be the worst purchase.
I've seen worse, and we might have some this week.
Not only have we seen worse, we've owned and or probably still own worse.
That
So
is true. That is true.
nice,
All
nice,
right.
nice. All
Let's
right, cool.
let's see
So
what else we got here.
all right, I think yeah, I think you're up on the next pick as well.
So here we got a 1974 Club Cadet tractor. This one has been modified. It's got a Ford 302 in it. It is carbureted. It looks like it's ready to roll. So I can say is, can you imagine cutting your lawn with this thing, or plowing your snow, or using it for a tractor pull? Maybe. I don't know what the best use would be for it, but it would definitely be unique in your neighborhood. Um, I don't even know what to
I'd be
say about it.
using I'd be using this one to go down to the tavern.
Yeah, go get your newspaper, pull up to the local deli, and yeah.
Apparently, you can take it to the beach. Here it is in Atlantic City.
Oh, wow, look at that. It'll probably blow
Smooth
over
ride.
that. It'll blow over that sandstorm when they start that thing up. Sandstorm.
And you know what? Another good thing about this, it only has one seat because nobody's going to ride with you.
That is true. And they can't chase you down because you'll be too fast. I'll tell you, look
Fair
at that
enough.
header. Look at the header. How nice and chromed. The alternator. That thing should generate enough electricity to power the city.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Generally, when you've got a V8, all of your accessories are facing front.
True.
So, not exactly sure how this is working.
Huh. Well, the description in the listing says it drives off of the balancer.
Okay.
So, yeah, it says it's the motor's freshly rebuilt, has less than 5 hours of runtime, Fox body headers, fully running and drivable. This can be all yours for the low price of $7,000, and is brought to you out of the state of New Jersey.
Too rich for my blood, but
There you
it's
go.
different. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I was concerned that it was just straight header and no exhaust whatsoever, but it does look like it does go into something underneath the rod.
It looks like you're sitting on one of those cherry bomb pipes underneath the red one in the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Turns heads though. Check out my homie back here.
yeah.
It's like, what?
All right. So
I like it. Oh, here's your cockpit view.
oh yeah. Look at the air conditioning underneath that little fan under there. That'll cool you down.
Uh,
Oh boy.
fantastic.
All right. So
All right. All right. You're
that's
two
cool.
for two.
This is a 1990 or 1975 Triumph Spitfire brought to you from a seller out of Virginia for a price of $2,000. He's got the custom hood scoop on it. He's got some fender flares. He's giving you a hard top with it. And when we get to the motor, you'll see it has a little upgrade to it.
Oh, we got a surprise coming.
Yes, we do have a surprise. You're not going to have your little inline four Triumph motor anymore. Instead, you're going to have.
You know what? Sorry, I got to pause you there for a second. I got a question
Sure.
because this looks like Lightning McQueen's redneck cousin.
Well, I believe that would also be known as Tow Mater's brother. This is little brother.
this is his slightly faster brother.
Yes. He didn't get the
Nice.
big boy jeans.
Fantastic.
So, all right. So we got the
All
one
right.
seater. You got one seat. It's missing a propane bottle like the Yugo, unfortunately.
That's terrible.
It does have the steering wheel down there. What's left of it, maybe.
Well, I can see something here in the center of the photo that leads me to believe it's got something a little different under the hood.
Yes, let's take a look.
Oh, there it is.
We got a picture. All right, so we got a KA24 motor in it with a 5-speed manual. It is a running and driving project. So that should be a little more peppy than the original 4-cylinder that was in it, which I believe would have either been a 1250cc or a 1500, depending on the year of the car. 1975, I'm not sure at what point they switched over. But anyway, this should be a lot peppier, a little more reliable maybe. Yeah, I think between that and the nice set of shocks on it, you got a pretty nice little ride here. You can be chasing storms.
This thing runs. I think this is my get a trailer pick. I would absolutely bring this home.
Oh, and did I mention the price on this car?
You did not.
Okay, so the price on this can be yours for a whopping $2,000.
Get the trailer. I'm in.
Well, in the description says it can be driven onto the trailer, but should not
That's
be driven
unusual.
home. He can deliver it for a price once it's paid for. As you see the trailer in the background there. Yeah. All right.
I like it. You know, initially when you said KA24, I got really excited thinking it was a Honda K24. But still, definitely a decent power upgrade for this ride. I would still, with the Nissan motor, I would buy it.
Okay. Well, I think it's time to see what the Hooptie Dreamers picks of the week are. So let's,
all right.
What do you got over there?
This, my friend. Ready for this?
What do we have?
I know you're already eyeballing the color. So
I'm loving it. Yes.
That's why it's the Green Hornet. My friend, this is a 1998 Caviar Hornet.
Caviar Hornet. Okay.
Yes.
I'm not up on this car, so tell me about it.
Coming at you from Dalhinda, Illinois. Found this one on Facebook. Apparently, it's got a 5-speed manual, despite what the picture shows, it says it needs a motor, but has one that comes with it, and just needs a seat and a hood. You can absolutely drive this one away. So you can have yourself a race car. This one is sweet.
Whoa.
Little bit used, but got some sponsors already. Get you right in there. I'm assuming that the fender maybe just needs to be bolted or riveted back on, but details,
Yeah.
nothing to worry about.
Now, what type of racing are you doing with this car? Demolition derby?
Uh, could be that. I'm thinking that you might be racing away from your wife.
That's most likely.
But got a nice wing here in the back. That thing will get you going. Now, it says it's a Caviar. I think it's a Cavalier.
That's what it looks like from the back. Yeah, from the back, it looks like it.
I mean, I think you got its sister car next to it. Looks like a Pontiac Sunfire, perhaps.
It does. Yes.
So that's my guess. You could get the family version with the 4-door next to it. I don't know if that was for sale or not, but that's an option. That's an option.
And
now,
go ahead. Let's talk about. I was going to ask you what is this fellow asking for this ride?
This, my friend, you could be racing tomorrow, provided you have a seat. By the way, it has a title, so that's good too. But if you had a seat, you could put in it. For $800, you could be riding away racing tomorrow.
Wow.
He's open to trades.
Okay.
He will trade for a log splitter. And good news, just around the corner, also on Facebook, is a log splitter for $650. So just saved you $150.
How could you not rush out and buy this today?
I totally agree. Totally agree. You could probably put the two of them together and just walk away with the car. I don't know, but
wow.
So that's my first junk find for you.
I like it. I like it.
Are you a buyer at 800, or are you buying a log splitter?
I'm buying a log splitter. I'm splitting my firewood first, getting my use out of that, and then I'll trade it in for this.
Now you're even more ahead of the game. I like it.
That way I have a warm spot. Sit around my fire pit outside.
Yeah. Well, again, because you're not sleeping inside.
That is correct.
I got another one for you.
Right.
Now, this one I selected based on a couple of things. One, we seem to have a soft spot for Volkswagens. I know you'd like to call your 914 a Porsche, but it's still a Volkswagen. We've raced a 914. We've raced a Volkswagen Golf. And race being maybe a bit of a stretch in terms of terminology, but we've got the stickers to prove it. We were there. We got the magazine write-up. We were there. We did it. Yep. So this one, we could relive our dreams a little bit. Now this is a 1995, so it's a Mark III, formerly VR6 model, not the GL Mark II that we raced previously. So we could, step up a little bit more modern ride. So that's one of the reasons I picked it. He did a lot of the same modifications that we did, right? So coilovers, strut braces, removed a good portion of the interior. However, he didn't add back the sheet metal door cards like we did to add weight back, because that makes sense. And currently no snorkel sticking out of the side, but pretty sure we still have the hole saw. We can make that happen pretty quick.
We can. Nothing the PVC and a hole saw can't fix.
That's right. That was fun. This one has the VR6 spoiler. So looking sweet.
Yeah.
Should be relatively rust free. It's an Arizona car coming to you from Scottsdale.
Nice.
Now, one downside: rolling shell. So you're not getting the VR6 motor, but pretty sure you can pick up a 16 valve, pretty cheap.
Okay.
So now it also, what's that?
You need a motor and tranny. then it looks
Need
like.
a motor and trans. You might need some clutch parts, given that this is laying out over here.
Yeah,
But perhaps.
it's got the
But
strut bar.
yeah, Scott still has the original engine management, connector. So doesn't look like it's too molested. One additional feature you're going to really love. It's
Can't
got a
wait.
fuel cell.
There you go. Yeah.
You got that going for it. Um, it might need a little bit of
Oh,
wiring.
okay. So, yeah, this is a big project,
A
but
little bit.
I could tell that it smelled good though. It's got 4 or 5 of the Christmas trees hanging from the rear view mirror.
Multiple different smells, it looks like as well. So that's got to be a nice mix.
The top one there looks like it's questionable. You zoom back in, it looks like it's got a big question mark on it.
I see that.
Okay.
See that. The other nice feature about this is the seat is installed backwards, so at least you can see how far you've come.
Where you can watch the guy pushing you down the street.
That's when you can wave goodbye to your family because they're leaving you behind.
Yep.
So,
all right.
not exactly sure what happened to the dash. Clearly been removed, but the molding is still there. That's nice.
Yeah, this one's how much are they asking for this one? Is there a trade for this one too?
Yeah, there probably could be. It does also clean title, so got that going for it also. So you got a fairly decent starting point to make a really slow ride.
All right. So my understanding is that this one will cost you $500,
That's correct.
or you might be lucky, based upon the description in the write up. A couple cases of beer, you might be able to pull off with it because he said it's a drunken marketplace find. So
That was the other reason why I wanted to show this to you. That there are people other than us that will occasionally buy something and have regret.
well, we won't talk about too many of our vehicles and or the sailboat.
That's true. We were sober though when we bought that, and we made money on it. So I
That is true.
stand by that as a good decision in the end. The year and a half that my neighbors had to look at it. Well, sorry, not sorry.
It was a sad day 2 of ownership when we saw other people asking questions about the boat and why is there holes in the bottom of the boat and is that normal? And then we realized it was a bad decision. But like you said, we made money and we moved on. Had
That's
many
right.
good laughs. So, all
Long
right.
live the sound wave.
Okay.
Now, one final ride for you. Now, this particular sweet vehicle, I only have one photo.
Okay.
There were some others in the listing. It has a full row cage on the interior, of questionable metal thickness, but it's not PVC, so that's good. Um, looks like it's at least some form of steel. As you can see by the periphery around the vehicle, he's a collector.
He is.
That's a desirable state to buy from. Speaking of states, you could probably guess this one's in Florida.
Nice.
Coming to you from Muskogee, Florida. It's going to cost you a little bit more than the Volkswagen, but it is a 87 Toyota 4Runner on a K5 Blazer frame.
Nice. Okay.
And the price is negotiable. Money talks, as my man says.
Yes.
Couple of things to note. It is not on these wheels and tires anymore. So comes with roll around. So you're not getting the 37 swamp mudders or whatever these things are. But it's a turbo 350. It's got 14 bolt, 411 gears, front and rear. The whole thing is Rhino line, so you can just hose it off.
Nice.
Comes with a ton of other parts to make it complete. Only if you hurry, apparently. New radiator, good drive shafts, complete roll cage. It's got a 383 Chevy motor in it. It's a Stroker 350. Got an NP 205 transfer case. So this has some really good stuff, including an 18-foot trailer. How much would you pay for such a sweet driving around the yard rig?
Whoa. That custom paint job and well, I'm gonna say it's got to be about under $3,000.
It's a good guess. It is $2,000 negotiable. Money talks.
Nice. Okay. Well, I like it. Phew. I love the little running boards. Do miss the tires though.
Yeah, they do seem to make it. I can't see this on anything else. So
No, we would have to upgrade those tires, from the little ones they put back on it. Yeah, Brian, you came up with some good gems this week.
so did you. So did you. So that brings us to our weekly debate.
Yes.
Which ride are we taking home? You got no more than $5,000 to spend. So unfortunately,
Tractor's out.
your Kenny Chesney tractor is out.
Yep. Boy, I'll tell you. For me, I've always liked those Yugos. But I'll tell you, the shape of that, the Spitfire, I do like the Storm Chaser, as I would call it there. I'll tell you, the Caviar, boy, those colors will keep you up at night. The price is right, because you can get the log splitter package deal trade off, but we have to take a little bit of work. So I'll tell you, I like the Spitfire. I think that could be a fun ride. Probably a little rattle can paint job on it, and it would be quite unique.
I agree.
I
agree.
think you'll still stay well under the $5,000 budget. Let me see. That thing was listed at $2,000. Yeah. I think my pick of the week's going to have to be this Spitfire, and the Yugo in my mind is going to wait another week or two.
Well, the good news is you're so under budget you could pick up both of them. So
that is true.
We didn't list that as an option, but you've saved some money. You could do that. In a rare move, I'm going to agree with you. I think the Storm Chaser Spitfire is the way to go. I can see this actually with just a little wrap on it.
That's true. Yeah.
But the rattle can will probably be a lot cheaper. If it does run and drive, I think you got, like you said, you got a nice little runabout that you can improve a bit over time. Plenty of parts available for these. And it would probably rip. I bet that would be a fun drive.
At that price point, and that's without negotiating with the fellow, you could actually still take that and compete at the Grassroots Motorsports 2000 and whatever dollar challenge next year.
You could
be in Florida running this thing in October.
Absolutely.
Hey, there's a lot of options for this car. It'd be cool.
There's probably some. I'm assuming there's an aftermarket support for the KA24 and the Nissans. probably at least get a cam in there or something.
Yep. I'm sure.
Clean title on this ride too. I forgot to you for. I think I'm not sure if we said that or not. But.
Okay. Yeah. I think it was a new North Carolina title. Signed and
Yep.
notarized, ready to go.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
So
And as you said, $2,000, but the listing says cash talks.
that is
He's
true.
not giving it away.
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome.
All right. I think that
Well,
wraps up our week of cool gems.
I think so. We'll be back at you next week with another corral of fun and interesting junk from around Marketplace and Craigslist.
Yes.
I know
All
we
right.
had some honorable mentions from this week that didn't quite make it, that might make an appearance next week if they're still available. But as always, keep hunting.
Enjoy the Hooptie Joyride. It's fun.
All right, Hooptie Nation, we out.
All right. See ya.